Bloody Nora, Liverpool. That was tough. Welcome to the Post-Match Pint. My name is Mo Stewart. I'm alongside Steve Graves and James Sutton. And if you thought the madness of this week was over with the game yesterday, unfortunately, it continued today. We won the game. Let's get that out of the way straight away. We beat Monterrey 2-1 thanks to Bobby Firmino's injury time winner to go through to the final on Saturday against Brazilia's Flamengo. But we need to go back a few steps. When the team sheet comes out, Steve, no Virgil, proof that he is actually a human being and not some defensive machine. He got an illness, so he couldn't play. Lots of people have spoken up the potential for Jordan Henderson to play as centre-back, but it's still a shock when you see it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think there was a game last season when it was meant to happen, and then there was some kind of chain of events that meant it didn't. Was it Wolves? Yeah. So it's not so completely out of the blue that it's like unthinkable. And when you look at all of the options and all of the things that are in front of Liverpool, with Van Dijk out, then it pretty much is the only option. But yeah, as you say, it's a shock when you see it on the team sheet, and it kind of affects everything else that you do from there. Every decision you make from there is based around the fact that you've got a centre back, a centre midfielder playing centre back, and ultimately doing a reasonable job.
Yeah.
You know, not being embarrassed in any way, but. No. As much as anything as well, playing on the left-hand side, it was everything came together to make it really difficult for Liverpool to find a kind of coherent, cohesive side today that could also allow for giving players a little bit of a rest, which I think the manager would have loved to do, but wasn't able to do. So yeah, Henderson at centre back, it was the only option. Given that it was the only option, it doesn't work out as badly as the only option might. But that said, you can feel the difference, and I think you feel it not just at centre back, but in terms of where everyone else's position is and the way that everyone else reacts, and sort of the way the whole shape of the team looks not just without a centre back, but without the best centre back in the world, which is important to say. I think you're not just stepping in to replace him, and you're also not stepping in to replace him against probably the second and third choice alongside probably the second and third choice. We probably are alongside the fourth choice centre back right now as well as it stands. So with all that said, it sort of works out okay, but there's a few times when your heart's in your mouth. It's a little bit rough.
Yeah, it's a bit dicey at times, James. I think it's also important to remember at times when you want to make a change as seismic as that, in the best case scenario, the other three would still be the elite, or four if you include the keeper. Obviously, we've got Milner playing at right back, who, I mean, you can make a case for saying he probably struggled more than Henderson in some ways, but I think overall, if you look at the defensive performance, organisation and height were the two things that they were really missing. And if you look at the chances Monterrey created and the goal they ultimately scored, those two things bore out.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely spot on. I actually think Jordan Henderson does all right tonight, actually. I don't think he's too bad. I think Jordan Henderson's the type of player where if you tell him to do a job, he's going to do that one job to the best of his ability, and he's going to commit 100%. So he got the news tonight, and he's like, right, I'm playing the left side of our defence. Right, absolutely fine. I'm going to do that one thing as well as I can. And actually, he doesn't cover himself in glory. There's a few really hairy fucking moments, but actually Gomez does quite well as well. And apart from, there's some opportunities tonight that, in a normal game, we'd be really moaning about. But like you say, James Milner's playing out of position, Jordan Henderson's playing out of position. Joe Gomez hasn't been a regular starter for quite some time. So you've got all these things coming together, and actually we get through it for the most part okay. I think Alisson tonight is absolutely fantastic. Tonight is one of those nights where you sit up and you go, oh my God, we've got the best goalkeeper in the world. Not just for the saves that he makes. I mean, he makes a save in the second half, which is fantastic. He makes a couple actually, but his distribution and his positioning and everything, and actually he gives that confidence that when we have Virgil van Dijk playing, it's that confidence that he eludes and the way that he makes everybody else play around him. And actually, we're very lucky that we've got Alisson Becker. Wow, what a goalkeeper!